Showtime! The Capital G show starts right now.
What's up YouTube? Capital G here. Guys, get hyped. I know that I am, and hopefully by the end of this video you will be too, or at least a little excited. Now we all know that heroes are getting a structure deck in the OCG fairly soon. It's called Hero Strike, and then eventually it's going to come to the TCG, and I am really excited. We all know that I love E-Heroes. I mean, heroes in general, not so much D-Heroes, but you know, like Hero Beat, Miracle Heroes, Bubble Beat, I love all that shit. Now, there is one card that I'm going to talk about today because we're now starting to, get the effects on some of the cards that are going to come out in that said structure deck. And this card is ridiculous. It's like this card could be the sole reason that heroes become competitive again. It's called Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. It's a level 4 Dark Warrior monster. It has 1000 attack, 1500 defense, and its effect reads as follows. You can only use one Elemental Hero Shadow Mist effect per turn, and only once that turn. If this card is special summoned, you can add one change quick play spell card from your deck to your hand. Okay, that's pretty good. And if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add one hero monster from your deck to your hand except itself. So it can't search Elemental Hero Shadow Mist, but it can search every other hero. So this is exactly what the doctor ordered, guys. When I first saw this card, I was thoroughly impressed, and more so, I thought to myself, this is great because outside of Stratos, Bubbleman, and Neil's Alias, most of the heroes just fucking suck. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, Wildheart and Voltic were good cards back in the day, but this isn't 2006, and we're not going to play those cards anymore. And when it's special summon, you do get a change quick play spell. As far as I know, in the TCG, all we really have to work with is Mass Change, which I'm not saying it's a bad card or anything. I mean, it's actually quite the opposite. If you combine Mass Change with Bubbleman, the shit can get real because you can go into Acid, and if you do it on your opponent's end phase, it's like you get Feather Duster effect, and then they have to stare down a 2600 beater without using any spells or traps. So it's like really good. And in the OCG, the same structure deck is coming out with another quick play change card, and that's going to be called Form Change. It's okay. It's not as great as Mass Change. I'll talk about it in another video. So even though there aren't any ways to inherently special summon this card, I mean, we all do know about a Hero Lives, which gets the job done when it comes to special summoning any hero monster. The real gem of this card is the second part of Shadow's effect, which it's just fucking incredible. When this card goes to the graveyard, by any means, remember that, by any means necessary, I'm talking Malcolm X shit, you get the Stratos Search, and it does it for all heroes. Destiny, Elemental, Evil, it does not give a fuck. So if your opponent warnings it, you get the effect. If they run it over in battle, you get the effect. If you discard it from the hand, you get the effect. And the most important thing of all to remember, if you exceed with this guy and then you detach him as a material, you will get the effect. And you want to know some shit that's even more scary than that? Like, think about how this card interacts with something like Armageddon Knight. I mean, this card basically turns Armageddon Knight into fucking Stratos. Like, you open with D-Draw and Rhoda, no Stratos, no problem. Like, you summon Armageddon Knight, you dump Shadow into the graveyard, you get Malicious to your hand, then you D-Draw Malicious, and then it's like, okay, your opponent kills Armageddon, 3 darks in the graveyard, Dark Arm Dragon, bitch, what now? Like, this card is incredible, and think about if you're top decking. You're in a top deck war, your opponent top decks, you're top decking, you summon Armageddon Knight, you drop Shadow into the graveyard, you search Bubbleman, you special summon Bubbleman, you can make any fucking rank 4 exceed that you want. Like, this card has so many good possibilities, and it's already going to be good in Destiny hero-based decks because it's dark. Thank God that Crush card is banned, right? The card has crazy synergy with Armageddon through the roof. And even if it's somehow dead in your hand, you can just Allure Darkness it away. I think that Shadow is going to be fairly good in hero beat decks. The fact that it's dark is going to make the deck even more potent because now you can throw things like BLS into the deck. You have 3 copies of Shadow for your darks. You have 3 Neil's Alias and Honest for your lights. And it's not like Honest was already incredible in the deck to begin with, right? Now you've got BLS and Honest. That shit would just be like incredibly OP. And Bubble Beat is going to become a real thing again. Like, remember Bubbleman OTK? Like, that shit is going to become a real again because now you've got the 3-card OTKs. All you need is a Hero Lives, Bubbleman, and Warrior Returning Alive, and you've got the damage right there to just end the game. All you need to do is go a Hero Alive for Shadow, you special summon Bubbleman, you exceed into Blade Armor Ninja, you detach, that's going to trigger Shadow's effect, which is going to search you another Bubbleman. You special summon that Bubbleman, then you Warrior returning alive for the Shadow, and then you just succeed into either a second Ninja or Excalibur. It doesn't matter at all. You have the over 8,000 damage on board either way. So I think that the card is incredible. I mean, there are just so many ways to use it. If only Super Poly didn't make it miss the time. Like, I'm pretty sure if you discard it for Super Poly, then the last thing to happen is the monster being summoned. I could be wrong about that. If the card works with Super Poly, it's even more fucking ridiculous. I'm talking about when it's sent from the hand to the graveyard as a discard. I'm not talking about if your opponent Super Polys it while it's on the field. I know that it wouldn't trigger then. So let me know what you guys think of Shadow. And just one thing that you got to keep in mind, if they release a Dark Mass hero in this structure deck, shit is going to get real. Like, heroes are going to become an incredible deck. Thank you guys for watching as always. Subscribing makes life happy.